This person said society's COVID response is my villain origin story. And I said, surprisingly, it's my internal hero origin story. Despite losing faith in humanity, I've never felt more present, in tune, and aware of what I deserve and can do for myself, versus what I cannot do and others are unwilling to do to protect us. I've spent the last 5 years almost entirely alone. If you're not at the stage of processing that allows you to hear this message, that's fine. You don't need to listen to it. What I'm saying is that after 5 years of processing what's gone on, the ways I've been harmed, the way my life has changed, I've never been more in tune with who I am. I know things about myself that I wouldn't have ever known otherwise. And as I've said multiple times in the last at least couple years since becoming a content creator, there's a distinct possibility that had COVID not happened, I don't think I would be alive, because I was drinking and working myself to death. Not everyone's gonna relate to the trajectory I'm talking about. And of course they won't. That doesn't negate the validity of my experience. I'm who I am today because I saw the violences that I lived and survived and took part in before COVID started, and the violences that continue since COVID started. I lost my mother to lung cancer. I finished a PhD. I wrote a dissertation about the socio-sexually violent U.S. ecology, the loneliness epidemic, and people having less sex while technologies emerge. I've written a poetry book. I've cried more than anyone has any fucking idea in the last 4 years alone. Probably more than I ever have in my entire life, and I've cried a lot. This is to say, I wouldn't be who I am if the last 5 years didn't happen. I was a villain before this. Now I'm not. I understand that I never fucking was a villain. But people treated me like one. I very well could have been a fucking villain. Just in case anyone was curious, I could have easily stayed on the villain track, and I chose fucking not to. It's possible. It's really fucking hard, and I gave up basically, if not literally, every single person I've ever known to do it, but it's fucking possible. Yeah, I've in many circumstances lost my faith in humanity, but I don't believe it's like irreparably lost. I believe that people have the ability to change if they so fucking will themselves to do it. It's just a matter of time to see whether they fucking will or not.